Welcome to India Lingua News. Our guest today is Rajesh Godbole. He is a founder of Shadaj, which is celebrating 10th anniversary this year. On November 1st, Shadaj will be honored with the New England Choice Awards for art and culture. We are going to talk to Rajesh about his journey as well as how the Shadaj was founded and what is his vision for the upcoming years and beyond. So Rajesh, welcome to our studio.
Thank you.
And we are really looking forward to honoring you on November 1st at the gala.
Thank you.
So let's start with the Shadaj, for example. So it was founded about 2015.
2015.
So how you get this idea of founding Shadaj?
So I've been involved in organizing music concerts for a long time. Ever since I came to the US, I've been involved with multiple other organizations and like-minded friends and was involved in arranging concerts. But then at some point, I thought that I wanted to focus more on the aesthetic experience that I was used to. Because when I was growing up in India, in Pune, the kind of experience you get when you attend chamber music concerts there is very unique. That impact of the concert, the collective energy of the audience and the artist, it lingers for a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do large-scale events, oftentimes that is lost somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Our music is improvisational, and the quality of music is really a function of the interaction and the proximity between the audience and the artist. And if you really want to get that energy out, that experience, I thought we should focus more on that. And that's how we just started Shadaj. The idea was to create a chamber music style experience, both for the artist, visiting artist, as well as audience. And for that to happen, you have to have certain ambience, certain proximity, good quality artists, not necessarily the names that people recognize, but there are a lot of good artists that you want to listen to. So that's how the whole thing started. The second part that we wanted to achieve was to build a community of active listeners. Because when you are listening to classical music especially, understanding what the artist is doing, having a little more understanding of the nuances, subtleties of what they are trying to perform, their styles, different gharanas, it adds a lot to the way you appreciate music. If you get to know a little more, you see a different facet altogether. So we started conducting a music appreciation session a day before the main concert.
Mm-hmm.
So many of our audience members would come, we would interview the artists. Typically, they would have a technical topic with a lot of anecdotes, share their own views on music. And this suddenly brings out a lot of facets of their music, how they look at music, which enhances your appreciation level. Because when you are listening to the same artist next day, suddenly your attention is drawn to a facet of their art that you have never paid attention to. Oh, that's what he meant.
So how the last 10 years has been for you and Shadaj?
It's great. It's a very enjoyable journey. There were usual ups and downs that one would expect with a voluntary organization.
It's a 501c3.
It's a 501c3. It's a non-profit. It's a completely volunteer-run organization. And so there were our own share of struggles to make sure that we can run the programs effectively and financially we are stable and those type of typical challenges that everybody would face. But I think we stayed the course. We made sure that we follow our values and what we really believe in. Eventually, that built the trust.
Mhm.
And we started getting a lot more following. And now, for the last several years, we can say that pretty much every concert is full.
Mhm.
Uh,
And how many generally people attend your full concert?
so, the chamber music concerts typically, the venue that we typically use, hosts around 150. Sometimes people are standing on each other. And it can go even more than that, but that's the typical range for a small, better concert. But we also host a couple of auditorium concerts. And then the auditorium capacity is around 400. And
This
that
is one
is-
Lexington do you have?
Lexington, yes, we have two in Lexington. The Carey Hall, which is 850 seater,
Okay.
which we have filled and more than filled. We had few hundred on wait list. So we are also doing several auditorium concerts, and they also are full. But those we do and treat them as maybe one or two separate concerts as community outreach, because we don't want it to be such a niche that only a few people can enjoy it. We want to take it to a broader audience pool, and especially people who are not necessarily from Indian ethnic background, people from diverse cultures. A large number of them attend our concerts. So yeah.
So tell us some of the famous artists you have brought, and then some common people may not know, but you thought they were really important.
I mean, there are several. Padma Bhushan, Pandit Rajan and Sajan Mishra. Usta Chaik Parvez, Kaushiki Chakravarti.
Sure. Yeah.
So there are several people, Rono Muzumdar, Rahul Sharma, Rakesh Chaurasia, many famous names. They have performed at Shadaj. Ashwini Bide, Deshpande. Next year, Pandit Ajay Chakravarti will be performing for us. Dr. L. Subramaniam will be performing for us. Sanjeev Abhyankar. I mean, these are names that most people know.
No.
But what we really take pride in is that we try to promote young artists, the future superstars, if you will. And we are really proud that artists such as Yashwant Vaishnav, the famous tabla player, who perhaps is the best tabla player in the world of his generation today, Abhishek Borkar, the sarod player. Recently, we had Anirudh Aital and Siddharth Belamanu, two star vocalists. These are the future superstars. And we take pride in the fact that we find them in India, we bring them here, we take extra effort to promote them all over the country, not just Boston.
Sure.
We make sure that they get onto a tour, and these are their first tours in outside India, in the US.
Sure.
And we provide them that platform. So that part we are really proud of, that we are able to identify young upcoming talent that is of that caliber. And we are really fortunate that they trust us to provide them the platform that they are deserving.
Now, tell us about how you got personally interested in music.
If you are born in Pune, there is no escape.
Really?
I mean, I was born in Pune, raised in Pune for the most part of my life. And
well, growing up, only thing I knew about Pune was the Pune Film Institute. That's all, yes.
Pune has a very vibrant cultural scene, literature-wise as well as music-wise. Many of the famous musicians, they chose Pune to be their home eventually, like Pandit Bhimsen Joshi. Why go any further?
Sure.
But Pune, Mumbai, the Maharashtra region, northern Karnataka area is full of great musicians. And in Pune, the culture is that the old Pune is like petas, small communities, old city. Every nook and corner you will have either Gandharva Mahavidyalaya or Bharat Gayan Samaj or some temple, and they are hosting a small baitak. So every day you go out, you have something or the other going on.
Yeah, I have
so you
no
can't
idea.
escape it. You can't escape it. You see it all the time. You hear it all the time around you. My mother was a big fan of classical music. My aunt used to sing. So there was music around me. Where we lived in Pune, where I grew up, next door was Savai Gandharva each year. So with all this music 24/7 around you, even if you are culturally illiterate, you'll develop some appreciation
Sure.
for.
The environment plays an important role.
It does. And I was really fortunate to be surrounded by these people.
Mm.
And oftentimes you would listen to artists debating on certain aspects of music or talking to each other, sharing views. That's all inspiring. As a small child, you are fascinated by all these conversations.
Did you ever try to sing yourself or learn or play an instrument?
I learned tabla a little bit. When I was growing up, I learned tabla. But I did not learn vocal music when I was in India. But I used to listen to a lot of music. And my mama especially, and myself at that time, we had perhaps one of the largest classical music collection in Pune. People used to come and trade music, and so we used to listen 24/7. We were surrounded by people who were music lovers. So yeah, that was part
so
of.
So now in the today's digital age where technology is everywhere, how do you look at the spread of music or reach after music?
That's an interesting question. Some 100 years ago, the music was supported by Rajas, Maharajas, and princely courts. In the recent years, it's been corporates. And now it's the social media
sure.
that is making stars. I mean, it is great. In some cases, artists are able to reach to a much broader audience.
And also it's a digital equalizer. It is accessible to anybody, really.
Well, I mean, that way I can sing on the microphone that has pitch correction.
Yeah, okay.
No, but that's different. I mean, organically grown roses and plastic roses with perfume on it.
That's a good comparison.
That's a very different ball game. Yeah.
Excellent. So now, if you look at, let's talk about a little bit from the future of Indian classical music. We had X generation of Indian musicians who we listen to. The new generation is coming up, and next generation will come. So, what are your expectations from the new generation, especially the one names you mentioned just now?
I mean, these musicians, and some of them I know very well by now, they are extremely smart. They are not only musicians, but they are worldly. They know everything about everything. I mean, some of the artists that I have been talking to, they know a lot about AI. Some of them know a lot about US politics and Indian politics and world history and Advait Vedanta, as much as they know about classical music. And their music reflects that. They are far more adventurous. They don't worry about taking risks in concerts. I'm talking about just music. You can see that they have appetite to take risks, adapt different styles. They are not afraid of making a fool of themselves in live concerts. They are willing to correct it and then improvise again. And they have great talent. They just have great talent. I see that this young generation, some of these names that I took, they are ready to take the torch forward. They are the future. And they will become global superstars very soon.
So now, Shadaj deals basically with classical music, right?
Primarily classical music.
Okay.
And in that, Hindustani classical music more than the Carnatic.
Okay.
But we do feature some Carnatic musicians as well. Ambi Subramaniam, for example, performed for us last year, who is a great violinist, Carnatic style, Dr. L. Subramaniam's son, and a great musician in his own right. So, yeah, we do once in a while try and incorporate.
No Bollywood music.
I mean, I love it, but we just have to have a focus and a niche for now. And we are not averse to doing it, but then there are only limited number of hours and things that I can do and do justice to them. Because we look at what we do as not just organizing music concerts. We look at what we do more as curation of music. The way I like to put it is that it's traditional, organic, authentic Indian classical music and Indian culture encapsulated into Western discipline. We start on time. All the decorum around communication with the audience, artists, contracts, all of that is done as if we are running a for-profit company. Although we are a non-profit company, we follow that kind of discipline. Not a single concert in last 10 years, more than 100 events that we have done, has started even a minute late.
That's very good. Yeah, sure.
So
because we are quite used to, we start at 10 o'clock, but we start at 10:30, maybe 11.
Nowadays, the audience is getting used to it as well. I mean, we hosted Kaushiki Chakravarti at Carey Memorial a couple of years ago. 850 people in the hall, 6 o'clock concert. 6 o'clock, the hall was full. And several people waiting outside, waiting for the ticket. I mean, obviously, some of the credit goes to the artist, but people know that if it's a Shadaj concert, they better be on time, otherwise they may not get a seat. So that's one thing so far going well for us.
Excellent. On that note, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
And we are looking forward to seeing you on November 1st and honoring you, your team, and Shadaj.
Thank you.
And all the best for the future concerts.